All right, and with that, we're gonna jump into the card of the week. Card of the week number 3. Card of the week number 3. Last week we talked about Nth Metal, which Jim thought was Heat Vision, but that's okay. That's okay.
Both great cards.
Exactly. And if you caught us on stream the other day, you saw both of them in action.
Yeah. I'm a baller, Dan.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a baller. What can I say?
So today we're bringing it back to another awesome card game, Pokemon the card game. Speaking of Pokemon, got more cards over there. We're in the process of building a few decks. Can't wait. I love this game.
I can't wait to play that live on stream.
Yes. So we're going to talk about probably the most popular card in the history of Pokemon the card game. That's Charizard. And it's not just any Charizard.
It's first edition shadowless base set Charizard.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and read the card for you. So Charizard is a fire Pokemon, 120 HP. His Pokemon power says Energy Burn. As often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may turn all energy attached to Charizard into fire energy for the rest of the turn. This power can't be used if Charizard is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. And then he has an attack, which is Fire Spin. It is 4 fire energy, and says discard 2 energy cards attached to Charizard in order to use this attack for 100 damage. Honestly, I mean, his card's okay. It's not that great of a card.
When we do think about what it was back then, this was one-shotting a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah. That's true. That is true.
The meta back then was like Electabuzz, Hitmonchans as well. I believe Scyther was on the list as well, because they had low energy requirements to be dealing a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
But if you were able to set the Charizard up, they were all under 100 HP. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and with Pokemon, like that's one of the big things you're looking for, especially now, is you want a one hit KO
or two.
Two hit KO
is very standard.
These Pokemon. So that's the big thing you want to look for. So, like he was good, but it's not like he was an amazing Pokemon. Even now, like the reason Charizard is so popular is not because it's an amazing card. It's mostly because he is the most popular Pokemon. Like pretty much in the history of the game.
Yeah.
Charizard is like the face of Pokemon.
I mean, technically Pikachu's the face.
Right. Unofficial face.
Yeah.
Like we can say unofficial face, I feel like. So Charizard, if you follow the news kind of at all, there's last year there was a Charizard that was auctioned off for about $310,000. It was a gem. It was a 10 mint, a PSA 10
gem
mint. Okay, for $311,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Now earlier this month, there was a Charizard that sold for even more. I think this is the most expensive Pokemon card ever sold, for $336,000 at Heritage Auction.
So, real quick,
I believe.
I don't know if this was or if Pokemon Illustrator was. There's only 6 of those in the world.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a PSA 10.
Yeah, I don't think.
Regardless, card of the week is still Charizard.
Yeah.
Very expensive card. Also, the Pokemon Illustrator was not from an actual set. You had to write in like an article or submit a picture like a bunch of years ago, and then they would mail out winners of the contest the Pokemon Illustrator card, and that's how you got that. Yeah. So Charizard himself was just from the original base set, or this specific one. Yeah.
Now, I also want to point out it's interesting to know that if you look at the history of the Charizard cards, okay, the base set cards, they're not all created equal.
No,
they're not. Even with the first edition, I believe, there's 2? There's like, you have the first edition, and then you have the unlimited edition, I believe, right?
Yep.
And there's kind of one big thing with the base set that kind of gives them away, other than that first edition stamp. It's the shadow. Okay, so with I believe with that first edition, they are the shadowless.
Yeah,
I believe. And then I believe after that they started putting the drop shadows on the Pokemon cards.
there was also a thing with the packs as well that it had a black triangle in the bottom right, I believe, corner of the pack itself.
Okay.
Which then, if you were able to find that pack, it's also already instantly more rare than just a normal pack as well. So now, if you're able to prove that you now have this pack along with the Charizard that is being pulled from it, it's even far more valuable. So, and there was actually a video of a Pokemon YouTuber opening up packs, and he opens up an original base set of Pokemon, and he's cracking a few packs. He didn't even notice every pack in there had a black triangle.
Really?
And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm just ripping these open like they're nothing."
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if you have just the pack itself or the wrapper itself, it's still worth something.
Now Pokemon received quite an amount of attention last year, I believe. Due to a pretty popular YouTuber, Logan Paul. So what I think happened is I believe he spent like $2 million on a first edition box.
I forget the
one
exact
box,
amount.
or it might have been one box or a couple boxes. I've got the article right here. But I thought the article said like one first edition box.
Oh, all right. So if it was that, I think it was longer than a year ago, because last year he fought Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he had the PSA 10 Charizard hanging around his neck. But before then, I want to say it was 2 or 3 years ago, is when he bought the box from some guy who's very controversial inside the Pokemon YouTube community. He's had a lot of hiccups, is what we'll say. He had a lot of hiccups, and
is that what happened, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I was not aware of that.
So Logan Paul, I believe it was, he even brought a few other people. One other guy who is a very legitimate Pokemon person on YouTube, and the guy who bought the box from, he was even saying, like, from the start, if there's anything wrong with the box, I still have the contact info of the original owner. If there's anything wrong, he said he'd be able to get our money back, blah, blah, blah. And then he was even like giving hints showing how you could tell if a box has been tampered with. So
Understood.
So kind of just like clearing the air right from the get-go.
Understood. But it basically no thanks, depending upon your viewpoint here.
Yeah.
It's because of Logan Paul that there was a pretty big surge in the popularity of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not just the IP, but the trading card game.
Yeah.
In particular. So yeah, like that was a big boost for the game. Again, depending upon your frame of reference, could shade how you think of it. But regardless of what your opinion is, there were shortages, and it was difficult to pick up products because of Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened.
I mean, nearly all the stores, Walmart, Target, whatever else, it was just like max of 2 per person.
Yeah.
There were videos of people like getting trampled.
Yep.
Right? There were people fighting for Pokemon cards at Target. It was absurd.
And I think our local Target still has that sign up.
Yeah, it does.
I think they still say you can only get 2 boxes or whatever, 2 things of product. So those effects are still being felt today.
Yeah.
So that is our third card of the week, Charizard. What'd you think?